And no, we'll go Ibushi in the red while I do the social media thing, get people to tune in. Let's see.
Hi.
What's that in GK? Let's see. Just doing the Facebook and Twitter thing, letting people know that wrestling is on. Done that. By Ibushi. That is not a bad idea. I mean, especially when I have a like I have Mag.Lo already. I just usually have it disabled. But yeah, it would definitely make people coming into the stream like a lot more clear about what's going on. I do like how Spike Chunsoft built Ibushi in this game. Like, he is legit fun to watch. I mean, he's also fun to watch in real life. I think he's fishing for that suplex and Kamigoye. Yeah, I just have to remember my login info for Nightbot. Because like I said, I just need to add some stuff to what's already there. Ooh, James with that 13 months in a row subscription. See those whale boys in the chat. See, like, I jokingly call myself a narcissist all the time, but I don't know if I'm, like, a level of narcissist to where, like, I imagine my viewers have, like, a name. God, just colossal powerbomb. And only 2. Because, like, Blake's audience is the Whale Boys, and it makes sense. Considering like his whole gimmick is, at least was originally mobile gaming, now he just does everything. I don't hate that, actually. I believe so. You're definitely longest running active. But yeah, the 3 of you, like, been at that for longer than anybody else for sure. Man, Bobby Eaton with the classic, hey, what's your finish, kid, so I can no-sell it. Well, GK, it is certainly appreciated, man. Yeah, like, been very slowly advancing the ball on the 0 versus your stable. And actually, there's going to be a match in that, like, playing on that thread tonight. But, like, it's so far out from how I imagine that arc is going to conclude. I mean, also, like, I know you had, like, some very serious real-life shit going on in the last couple months, which is why, like, I always say, hey, any work anybody wants to do, like, helping me write the show, like, I appreciate it, but I acknowledge that it is free, like, creative writing work. And if you've got real-life shit going on, do not sweat my show. And Blake, appreciate you showing up as well. You just missed Kota Ibushi just kicking the hell out of beautiful Bobby Eaton. I mean, fair. I mean, he does kick the hell out of a lot of people and then falls on his head a lot because that's kind of what he does. But, see, we got a handful of people here hanging out in the chat, so it's not wasting any of your time. So everybody get on your feet, make some noise for another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling.
Begin.
Welcome, Blake's House Wrestling fans, to another edition of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Some absolute bombshells dropped on last week's program with the apparent legal troubles of Mixed Martial Arts Division champion Craig Tonga. That has blown the MMA division completely open. We're going to be following the developments of his case, but if he is unable to defend his championship, he will have to be stripped of the title, and we will be setting up a tournament to determine a new champion, and we're going to be seeing early on tonight's program some members of the Mixed Wrestling Organization stable hungry to get to the top of the mountain in the MMA division, as Bruce Boran and Mikey are going to be battling it out in SWA rules action. Of course, Terrell Benjamin going to war with the Gatekeeper, but that is not the only surprise the firm have for former Blake's House champion Terrell Benjamin, as they have requested another match against a surprise opponent. Of course, Terrell, always a man willing to rise to the challenge, but we're going to have to see exactly what they have got in store for one of the pillars of Blake's House Professional Wrestling. Now, you guys have, we here at Blake's House Professional Wrestling, we do listen to the audience at home and the audience in the stands. They want to see Mag.Lo in the main event, as Mag.Lo putting on back-to-back 5-star classics in the Mag.Lo Challenge. He will be holding court this time as the main event of tonight's program against an opponent to be determined in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge Battle Royal. But, let's not waste any more of your time, as we have got a show to get to, as Zero, continuing to have Holloway and his stable of Cabus and Hsien-Jo under siege, has enlisted Sterling as an ally. Of course, Sterling and Zero going toe-to-toe with Hsien-Jo and Cabus last week, coming up just short, but Sterling wants a second shot at the man that pinned him. So we've got Sterling and Hsien-Jo coming up, and that match is right now. Making his way to the ring, this time all alone. No teammates, no gimmicks. Sterling wanted one-on-one competition. And Jamel's pride not allowing him to back down from that challenge, so let us see how this match plays out. Sterling, tombstone pile driver early, and there's Zero in the corner watching intently at the outcome of this contest. A very rare inversion, as typically the man advantage going to the Dark Hour stable. Big forearm smash from Sterling, and Sterling in control early as he uses Jamel's body weight against him as he applies that stretch muffler. Loving blow to the back, and Sterling goes for a cover early. One, gets one, but only one. As Hsien-Jo now clubbing blow to the back of Sterling. And this match looking like a very even contest thus far. Big shoulder block from Hsien-Jo, and Hsien-Jo immediately applying that crossface chicken wing. Sterling running the ropes, maybe setting up for that patented Worzalla elbow drop, but Hsien-Jo gets to his feet too soon. It sidesteps the spear. That could have just folded Hsien-Jo in half right there. X marks the shot for that big chop, and oh my god, just absolutely gruesome display as Sterling attempts to break the hands of Hsien-Jo, a man that has had such difficulty with his hands already. And hold on a second, Sterling busted open by that big headbutt. Sterling just absolutely on fire here. Sterling, a man very willing to do whatever it takes to pick up the victory, using that same finger-breaking technique against the surgically repaired hands of Orlando Nunez. He is not above doing the same to Hsien-Jo. Ushi as the neck collides with the knees of Sterling, and Sterling continuing to put those legs to good use as he chokes Hsien-Jo out center of the ring. Oh, hold on, giant choke slam connects. Sterling going for the cover. 1, 2. Only 2. Jamel has a lot more fight left in him. Belly to belly suplex, just throwing Sterling into that orange Gatorade corner. Now Hsien-Jo sending Sterling into the corner, possibly setting up for that Space Jam, but it is denied by Sterling. Big Emerald Flosion. Hsien-Jo possibly beginning to get a little bit frustrated. Sterling proving to be a tougher opponent than he may have been prepared for. Back switch and German suplex, but Sterling able to get a hand on the bottom rope. Once again, Sterling going back to the well with that modified Emerald Flosion. Moonsault, fall, cover. 1, 2. Oh my god, so close, but Jamel able to kick out. These two competitors matching each other power for power. Big move for big move. Falling fist from Sterling now. Hsien-Jo sending Sterling to the outside, and it looks like this fight will continue on the outside of the ring. Sterling seems more than willing to continue out here, and another modified Emerald Flosion. Jamel to his feet first. Gets into the ring. Harada's count at 11. Hold on just a moment now. Powerbomb once. Twice. 3 times into the mat. Stacks him up. Cover 2. But only 2. Sterling somehow finding a second wind, but Jamel more than willing to pound that out of him with another series of power bombs. 1, 2. And again, Sterling to his feet, and again with that modified Emerald Flosion, Sterling goes for the cover. 1, 2. Jamel now getting a shoulder off the mat. This match will continue, and an Emerald Flosion of his own. Cover. 1, 2. So close, but it just wasn't enough. Big suplex center of the ring, and Hsien-Jo needs a moment to breathe. Big screwdriver from Jamel. If he can somehow roll over, get the cover, that could be it. But no, Sterling able to get to his feet. This match will continue. Big belly-to-belly suplex from Jamel now. And Jamel is in the driver's seat. But hold on, giant choke slam from Sterling. That has got to be it. Cover 2. 3 count fall. As I said, Sterling looking to avenge his loss last week, able to pick up a pinfall victory over the man that pinned him in last week's tag team competition. Zero has certainly found himself a powerful ally in his quest to bring down this Dark Hour stable headed by James Holloway. But as I said just moments ago at the start of this program, we are going SWA rules. We need to... Members of all 3 major stables very interested in the potential of a vacated Mixed Martial Arts Division Championship. As competitors trying to fight one another for a shot at that title. And right now, Bruce Boran and Mikey Pfister, 2 absolutely devastating strikers, are going to be going head-to-head in SWA rules action. And that match right now. Not seen a lot from the Mixed Martial Arts stable of Mixed Wrestling Organization. Craig Tonga, of course, a standout competitor, taking the spotlights. However, looks like Boran already coming correctly with a series of strikes, but Champion Puncher answering back with some lightning quick jabs and crosses of his own. Of course, with 2 pure strikers, every match is 1 clean hit away from victory. But thus far, both competitors able to stay on their feet. Ooh, and there's that sledgehammer-like shot. That big roundhouse from Boran. A maneuver that has absolutely dropped competitors time and time again, but Pfister able to stay on his feet even after those huge kicks coming his way. Sidesteps a roundhouse and delivers a series of jabs and a cross for good measure. First knockdown going to Boran here, as he takes the legs out from underneath the legs of the Champion Puncher. And this has just become an absolute slugfest here. As both men just swinging for the fences. Pfister just able to sidestep those big kicks, possibly trying to bet on Boran, punching himself out, but one finally connects and again to the leg. Series of punches will score a knockdown for the champion puncher. Wow. 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 Pfister just peppering Boran with shots and connecting with just a series of blows, causing Boran to just collapse to his knees, but he is more than willing to give out all that he's taken and then some. But oh my god, just hard shot square in the side of the head, but Mario not even coming in to administer the count. It looks like this match will continue. Again, Pfister just leveling Boran with those devastating hands. Wow. Series of clinch kicks from Boran, and kind of figured he wants to turn this fight around. He's going to have to start using that kickboxing expertise, and oh my god. And as I said, for a better part of that first round, Pfister was getting the better of him, outmaneuvering him, just delivering devastating shot after devastating shot, but none were quite enough to be that knockout blow. But in any given fight, you are always one clean hit away from victory, and Boran was the man able to get that clean hit as that roundhouse kick connecting like an aluminum bat to the side of Pfister's head. I do gotta say, yeah, I think part of it is also we so very rarely pit pure striker against pure striker. So, like, the game goes into grappling more often. But this was, yeah, we're just gonna, like, dance around each other and slug it out. And because of that, it looked more like a real fight that a kickboxer and a boxer might have. And I recall people asking for Mr. 5-Star. We are going to get it as two members of the Daytona Party Crashers going to be going head-to-head against Kurt London and his protege, Mr. 5-Star himself, Jason Solarion. A bit lower on the card than maybe the Blake's House audience is used to seeing Kurt London, but this, of course, really a showcase match for his protege, as he got eliminated fairly early in the Battle Royal last week. But right now, going into tag team action with Kurt London, going up against two members of Team Daytona. And that match, it's right now.
Bring it!
And as I said, we didn't get to see a lot of him last week, but Solarion was personally scouted for Judgment Pro Wrestling by Kurt London himself. So expect to see a lot of those flashy techniques, a lot of that showmanship that has endeared Kurt London to this Blake's House audience already. Right now, Drew not interested in any of that flash. He's trying to use those traditional wrestling fundamentals to try to best Mr. 5-Star Solarion. Solarion now bringing Kurt London into this match, but Drew able to shut that tandem offense down, at least briefly. Serpa absolutely on fire. Goes for a flash roll-up, doesn't get it. Able to avoid that tornado kick, and now Kowalski, the legal man in this contest. Another person we didn't really get to see too much of last week, but hold on. Big Rana from Kowalski, and it looks like he's going to try and match Kurt London. Flippy move for flippy move, and that is a dangerous proposition, as there are very few people that can do it quite like Kurt London can. Goes for a sole butt kick, doesn't quite find its mark, and Kowalski just going to allow London to get back to his own corner. Big Pele kick takes Solarion down. And once again, just tries to apply that hold, trying to slow the team down a bit. Ooh, big European uppercut, answering back with a kick right into that midsection. But Solarion pushing Kowalski back, and Solarion the last man standing in that exchange. Big frog splash coming from Mr. 5-Star. And that is going to send Kowalski back to his own corner, and Solarion now besting both members of Team Daytona. Dragon Screw leg whip. And Solarion in control, but just as I say that, lifting and dropped by Serpa now. Cover one, but only one. Ooh, beaten to the punch here, but absolutely gorgeous drop kick from Solarion now. Solarion able to sidestep once again that roll-up attempt, and ooh, rolling double stomp into a flipping big boy. And step up Insagiri as London set up in excellent position here. Drew maybe targeting the legs of London, trying to take away some of that agility. But not enough to slow down London as he delivers a picture-perfect standing moonsault. And once again, Kowalski, the legal man in this contest. Ooh, big gut-wrench suplex from Serpa, and hold on just a second. At sliding kick from Kowalski. He goes for an Insagiri, but it is sidestepped by Kowalski now, and these two competitors just swinging at one another, neither quite able to find their mark. As Kowalski and Solarion both finding their opponents a little bit more agile than they anticipated. But if you want agility, look no further. Kurt London is the CEO of the Global United Agility Corporation. As Oh, hold on a second. Kowalski's series of kicks will flatten Kurt London. Drew catches London with the roll-up, cover one. London able to kick out. Big gut wrench suplex now. And again goes for the cover, 1, 2. But only gets 2. Lifted drop, cover 1, but Solarion now breaking in to make the save, and hold on just a second. Devastating strike and sets London up for another dragon screw leg whip, and both teams going to their respective corners. And London and Solarion working so well together, but hold on now. Kowalski sending Solarion into the corner, and what has he got planned? Well, whatever it may be, avalanche, tornado, DDT from Solarion, and Kowalski is in trouble now. Devastating Iron Claw, sliding kick. Vintage Vega coming from Kowalski. Now applying that hold here, trying to end the match, but Solarion able to make the save, and oh my God, there's that small package bomb. Drew has won so many matches with this, but won't win this one. At least not yet. Big powerbomb from Drew, reversing that Rana attempt. But again, Kurt London able to get a shoulder off the mat. Right now, Team Daytona in control as they've kept this fight in their own corner, but rookie mistake by Kowalski, allowing London to get out, and that flapjack facebuster planting Kowalski's head into that bottom turnbuckle. Hold on. Big Izuna drop, center of the ring from Kowalski now. Cover 2. But only gets 2 as Kurt London able to make the save, but hold on a second. Big shining wizard from Kurt London. That could be it. Cover 2. Kowalski barely able to get his shoulder off the mat now. Those knee strikes of Solarion just so very devastating. Solarion possibly setting up for Yoshi Tonic, but Serpa with that patented open palm strike that he's checked so many people with. Hold on, cover 1, 2, 3 count fall. And Drew, the wily veteran, able to get one over on Kurt London's protege. As I said, that small package bomb, a surefire match ender for Serpa, able to pick up the victory over Mr. 5-Star himself, Jason Solarion. Of course, that is not the only inter-stable action we are going to be seeing tonight. As we have got Worzalla dipping his toe back into the singles ring, but he is going to be taking on Shawn, the swashbuckler Satchwell, this evening, as Satchwell very interested in rising the ranks to become a contender to the JPW Championship. We'll have to see how far and how quickly either of these men are going to be able to climb as they meet up in singles action right now. Mr. Top 16 himself, Worzalla making his way to the ring. Going head-to-head against a very hungry competitor in Shawn Satchwell. Satchwell pinned last week in Fatal 4-Way action, but this will be his first singles bout in quite a while. As Worzalla starting things off strong. Trying to use that size and power advantage, but I think Satchwell more than prepared to overcome that, as those devastating lariats coming from an incredibly powerful competitor in his own right. But right now, Worzalla just not allowing Satchwell to get started. Big hammer fist to the back. And that chop to the crown typically precedes that patented Worzalla elbow drop, but maybe thought a little bit too early to go to the well on that one. Worzalla firing Satchwell into the corner, and Worzalla in complete control as he just grinds those boots right across the face of Satchwell. Satchwell beating Worzalla into the punch with that toe kick, and now arm drag and transitions beautifully into that elbow. But Worzalla, hold on, setting up for that patented elbow drop, and it connects. Center of the ring, cover 2. And Satchwell already gasping for air. As Worzalla goes for another cover 2. But Satchwell maybe finding a second wind as he lifts and slams Worzalla to the mat now. And hooking lariat to a seated Worzalla and clubbing blow. Satchwell is just getting started. Big turning belly to belly. Worzalla again just trying to grind Satchwell down. But leaves his head exposed, and Satchwell now in control. Big choke slam from Worzalla. Covers again. Cover 1, 2. Satchwell able to get a shoulder off the mat once again, but Worzalla still in the driver's seat at this point in this contest. Hold on, shoots him to the ropes, and big belly-to-belly overhead suplex. Worzalla possibly going for the pin attempt here, but Satchwell to his feet too quickly. Goes for the cover, but Satchwell hand on the bottom rope. But right now, the swashbuckler just unable to find an answer to Worzalla's offensive onslaught. Lifting and dropping Worzalla to the mat. And there's another big lariat from Satchwell as he goes for the cover, but only gets a count of 1. Worzalla is made of tougher stuff than that, my friend, but Satchwell more than willing to deliver whatever it takes. Big diving knee drop off the top turnbuckle. Big short arm lariat from Satchwell. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. But only gets 2 now. Big cutter, and hold on, goes for the cover once again. 2. And only 2. Worzalla showing everyone at home why he was part of the longest reigning tag team champions in Blake's House history, as he is just proving to be so difficult to pin or submit. And if he hits that patented Worzalla elbow, it is over, but Satchwell scrambles to his feet on instinct alone. He hits the ripcord lariat. That could be a game changer. No, shoots Worzalla to the ropes and collides with that lariat. And Worzalla saving himself for certain defeat, as that broadside lariat would surely be a game changer. Short arm lariat once again from Satchwell. Now goes high risk and diving knee drop. Buries it right in the chest of Worzalla. Gets his back, but Worzalla again, just series of elbow smashes, protecting himself from that well-scouted finishing hold of Shawn Satchwell. Worzalla now revving up that patented Worzalla elbow. He hits it. That could be the ball game here. Cover 1, 2. But no, it is not enough. Satchwell finding a third win. Rolling lariat doesn't find its mark, but that short arm lariat absolutely does. And big knee drop off the top once again, and Satchwell is back in control of this contest. Takes his back, and again, Worzalla doing whatever it takes to prevent Satchwell from being able to connect with that broadside lariat. That has got to be the difference maker in this contest. Worzalla now big spear into the corner and revving up again for another patented Worzalla elbow drop, and it connects with the back of Satchwell, but both competitors getting to their feet at the same time. Short arm lariat once again, and Satchwell now takes his back, and again, Worzalla elbow to face shuts Satchwell down. Big choke slam, and Worzalla again revving up for that patented elbow drop. It connects, buried in the chest of one Shawn Satchwell. Cover 3, count, fall. And Worzalla doing everything it took to prevent Satchwell from being able to connect with that broadside lariat, and that scouting effort proved to be the difference maker in this contest. As I said, Worzalla dipping his toe into the singles division himself. We will have to see exactly what he is interested in, as he has primarily been a tag team specialist up until very recently. But we'll have to follow him in the coming weeks, as well as Satchwell. So I'm sure this setback not going to stop him from coming after A-Man's title. But we'll have to see if he's going to be able to bounce back after back-to-back losses. And Reality N64, appreciate you, Gatekeeper, for being the welcome committee for any new people hanging out in the stream. As GK has already mentioned, like, I try not to break character while I'm calling matches. But you've actually come in at a pretty good time, as we're about to open up viewer requests for some wrestlers, because we're about to do a Battle Royal match. But yeah, it is that time for the for the Mag.Lo Battle Royal. But, yeah, I'm just a huge fan of the Aki wrestling games in general. Like, No Mercy is far and away my favorite game for the Nintendo 64. And yeah, GK and I both, like, big Def Jam heads. Let's see. Yes. I can send you what you have made me. And yeah, if you need to like extract logos and stuff from it, I can get those to you. I don't believe you gave me the template files, so like you would have to take the logos off the ring mat. Yeah, it's not ideal. But yeah, so Reality N64, since you are new here, like, and for any, ooh, excuse me, for anybody else in the chat that might be lurking, tonight's main event, and what should have been the main event, really, of the last couple weeks, is going to be the Mag.Lo Open Challenge, where the People's Champion Mag.Lo takes on all comers, which is going to be decided by an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal contest. And we are opening up to the viewers, as we do every week. Well, James, I can't give you Mag.Lo, but I can absolutely give you a spot in the battle royal. And I will also put in, because this is a thing I got earlier. So, yeah, the Parts Craft DLC is the thing. And Orange Cassidy's shirt with his own face on it is something. Let me see here. Norton is in, what, Scott Norton? Because I do not have him. There's a... So, this is another thing I do say to, oops, shit. A thing I do say to people that are, regulars on my stream. If there is somebody that you want to see on my show that I do not have the week you request it, I will try to download them at a later date. And actually, this reminds me, Jamel, I don't think is here in the chat, but there's a couple names he requested last week. And sometimes, like, let's see. Because Jamel did request Shaquille O'Neal. Let's see. So, like, a lot of my stables are not very well populated just because I downloaded a bunch of guys pretty early when I got this game, like, 4 years ago, and then just kind of stopped. One thing I can do for you, Reality N64, is we can get Aki Man himself in this battle royal. But if there is... You want Knock Voldo? I can make that happen for you, Nick. Actually, somebody we haven't seen in a little while. Surprisingly enough, I also do not have a Pepsi Man. There is like a really good Pepsi Man on my PS4 save, but none of the Pepsi Mans on the Steam Workshop, at least just in terms of appearance, like, do not look as good as the one I have on my PS4. Pretty sure I also do not have Glacier. I can make that happen to you. PCO? I'm pretty sure I have PCO. So let me get both of these people. You want, let's see. Big John, I can do that. I do have PCO. That sounds right. But yeah, I never really played a ton of the WCW NWO games. Because at that time, I was a big WWF guy. But No Mercy and WrestleMania 2000 were absolutely my shit. But what I can do is I can open up my WCW. Let me see what I have got. Let's see. Yeah, like I'm missing a ton of guys. But, like, hey, that is kind of a blind spot for me as somebody that was not watching a ton of WCW in the 90s. At least relative to WWF. Yeah, and if you don't like what you see here, I'm going to be real with you. You can... not a lot, honestly. That being said, there's some overlap with NWA. So, like, I might be able to tab over to NWA, and you'll see some guys that you might have you might be used to in WCW that I just have in the NWA stable, because my stables are all fucked up, too. Like, yeah, let me look at NWA. I also like that Nick Aldis is just there as somebody that is in NWA today, but this is very clearly, like, people that wrestled for NWA in the 80s. But, yeah, we still got one slot open if anybody wants to suggest a name. Want Ricky Morton of the Rock and Roll Express? I do not have Pegasus Kid. Which is also fucking wild that rock and roll like are still wrestling today. But I mean, that is that business. But I think this is going to be the lineup, as I said, as we're picking names out. This is for a shot at tonight's main event, going head-to-head with the People's Champion Mag.Lo. So, let's go ahead and jump into this match right now. I don't know how Mario was able to evade that fire attack from Mag.Lo, but somehow that man's still standing. But Ricky Morton already eliminated less than a minute into this contest. But it is, even with 7 men in the ring, it is absolute chaos until things tear down to about 4. And oh my god, those devastating strikes from Orange Cassidy. Probably the best pure striker in professional wrestling. But now just for chaos this match, wrestlers changing dance partners left and right. Big John lifting and dropping PCO right onto his neck. Orange Cassidy somehow hanging on to that top rope, protecting himself from elimination. As Holloway, in his own words, he wants Mag.Lo. He is going to have to fight his way through 6 other competitors tonight to do it. But he wants a shot at the main event. Big John's series of knees to the crown of Voldo. An enigmatic competitor we have not seen in quite some time. And Big John looking to make sure we do not see him again for quite some time. Palm strike and palm strike once again. As PCO just flattens Aki Man with a pile driver. Big Boston Crab from Cassidy. Hold on. Super kick. A 7-foot-tall super kick from Shaquille O'Neal. Hold on. Just 2 titans in the ring going head-to-head with one another now. Orange Cassidy shaking off 2 enormous men with those toe kicks. Now Orange Cassidy going head-to-head with PCO. Death Valley driver flattening Orange Cassidy. 1, 2. Shaquille O'Neal nearly getting a pinfall elimination on Voldo. Looks like Voldo sent over the top rope. Hold on, PCO leaping pile driver to Aki Man. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh no, only 1. Aki Man's got a lot more left in the tank than that, my friends. Big Inferno kick attempt from Holloway, but doesn't find its mark. But a series of strikes from Shaquille O'Neal does, as PCO locks on a cross arm breaker, but Cassidy breaks the hold. PCO clearly frustrated by that transgression, delivers a picture-perfect DDT onto freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Hold on, pile driver, no! Cassidy reverses Tombstone pile driver of his own and lays out Holloway now. Big back fist and just getting hit with a closed fist by the man the size of Shaquille O'Neal. Absolutely like getting hit in the head with a frying pan. Big belly to belly overhead suplex, but Holloway now. Punch to the gut, shuts down. Hold on, what has Shaq got planned? Whatever it is, it was cut off immediately by Big John. PCO, another leaping pile driver. Steppenward toe hold face lock, but Holloway getting a hand on the bottom rope. Aki Man going high risk now. Absolutely devastating drop kick here, but unable to capitalize. Just too many bodies around his opponent. As that orange Gatorade corner has just become an absolute mess. Big exploder suplex, but Cassidy now, big destroyer. Oh, that cover just broken up unceremoniously by just a clubbing blow to the face. And Holloway signaling for that Persona 450, but he's not going to find a chance of connecting with that right now. Ooh, roaring elbow doesn't find its mark, but this knee bar will, as Holloway attempts to take down the giant of a man that is Shaquille O'Neal. Number 34 center for the LA Lakers, but Holloway knows he can take him. Ooh, devastating super kick, and O'Neal connects with a big roundhouse kick of his own, and hold on. Holloway eliminated by that torturous submission hold from Aki-Man. Now Shaq has that figure four locked in. And just devastating series of strikes from Cassidy. And there's another one. Those palm strikes just absolutely colossal. Exploder suplex again from Big John, but again unable to capitalize as PCO delivers a clubbing blow to the chest. Ooh, major miscalculation, and that could end up costing John the match, but hold on. Falcon Arrow, but mount tackle transitions into a guillotine.
Give up. Give up.
Big missile dropkick off the top. Aki-Man is in the driver's seat here, but O'Neal able to sidestep whatever it is he had planned. Shooting star press, absolutely devastating. The Big John getting a foot on the bottom rope. Olympic slam going to send Aki-Man to the outside. Right now it is anybody's match. Oh my God, that suplex absolutely devastating. And here is another one. Shaq having absolutely none of that. On package pile driver from PCO. That could be it if he goes for the cover. Looks like he will cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. We are down to our final 3. PCO, Orange Cassidy, Shaquille O'Neal. And it is anybody's match here. Cassidy sending O'Neal up top. What has he got planned? Whatever it is, Shaq just punishing him with that headbutt, but big back body drop, but PCO able to stick it out in the ring. Possibly getting a fistful of that top rope, protecting himself. And another destroyer from Cassidy, but Cassidy unable to capitalize as O'Neal comes in and disrupts Cassidy's offense. Oh my God, big Uranagi from PCO. And it is despite being down to 3, still absolutely anyone's match. Series of strikes from O'Neal, but this time it's PCO cutting off Shaq's momentum. Big pile driver from PCO, and just a hard shot to the head will flatten O'Neal, but PCO dropped by a kick to the gut as well. All 3 competitors need a moment to breathe. Big double drop kick from Shaq and Cassidy. Cassidy eliminated by Shaquille O'Neal. We are down to our final 2. 2 titans of the wrestling world. Devastating lariat from PCO, and O'Neal now running the ropes, and slight miscalculation there, and that could end up costing him as this package pile driver lays O'Neal out center of the ring, but PCO, he's too winded to make the cover. O'Neal getting to his feet, but PCO's moment has passed. And O'Neal has gotten one absolutely massive foot back in the door. And this match will continue. On Shaq goes for a cover. This could be it.
3.
Shaquille O'Neal stealing one on PCO. As we now know who will be facing Mag.Lo in tonight's main event. And Jamel, you came in at a great time as your pick was the one that ended up winning it all. All right. See, I don't have the tab open that says who is actually viewing the stream. So, if you do not post in the chat, I do not know you exist. But do appreciate you being by for the whole show. Yeah, if you said something, I could have also got Amethyst in the Battle Royal because I also do have her as well. I mean, that is fair. Sometimes typing is hard. But let's keep this show rolling here right now. The Blake's House Tag Team Champions going to be seeing action once again. Let's see. As the Union still frustrated about what they believe to be having been cheated out of the KOF television titles, continue to wreak havoc on the Blake's House locker room. They're going head-to-head with the Goodwin brothers tonight, as Ken Shamrock picked up a convincing victory over Princeler on last week's program. Union demanding this match. If they can pick up a victory over the Blake's House Tag Team Champions, that is going to be a total game changer, and their claim to a title very well may be valid. That being said, if you recall on last week's program, the Goodwin brothers, along with Blake's House heavyweight champion Laz Cobb, went head-to-head against Team Daytona, and the match ended rather violently as the match was forced to be stopped due to injury as Antonio was knocked out cold by Billy Goodwin's finishing hold. Antonio requested a rematch one-on-one against Goodwin tonight. That match is still on, but that means Billy Goodwin's going to have to fight 2 matches tonight. Now, you got to wonder what their strategy is. Naturally, you cannot afford to lose a tag team contest while holding the tag team title belts. But at the same time, Billy Goodwin may want to conserve his energy for that match later on tonight. Big boot from Bobby now, but Test proving to be the unsung hero of the Union in their 6-man tag title run. Just an absolute mountain of a man with a devastating big boot and diving elbow. And he is proving to be extremely difficult for the Goodwins to overcome thus far, but hold on, just a torturous submission hold center of the ring as Mankind watches on. Test shot into the corner. That's going to give Billy Goodwin an opportunity to get to his brother in his own corner. And beautiful double drop kick, but Test scrambles to his feet before Bobby Goodwin able to capitalize. Big scoop and a slam into the center of the ring. And Test once again in the driver's seat.
5 minutes gone.
On Test now going back to his own corner, bringing Mankind into this contest. And hold on just a moment. Big double power bomb. And Test possibly setting up for that Test diving elbow, but he gets shooed back to his own corner by Harada as Mankind connects with a big neck breaker. Big guillotine-like leg drop from Mankind, but Bobby Goodwin able to get back to his own corner, get a fresh Billy Goodwin in, and big flapjack and cutter combination, but Mankind able to battle out of this 2-on-1 situation. Scoop and a slam, this time from Mankind. Again, Billy Goodwin just delivering that 2-in-1 leg and neck hold, and again, just trying to outmaneuver Mankind, and has been very successful thus far. The Goodwin brothers showcasing why they are tag team champions. Their teamwork just absolutely unparalleled. That is one thing that Nick's Wrestling Organization really makes a point of in their tag teams. They fight extremely well together. They cut off the ring. Tag frequently bringing a fresh man in, but hold on. Big back body drop from Test, and Test now getting fired up. Mankind grabbing a foreign object, but he is disarmed by Bobby Goodwin. Now Test and Billy Goodwin battling it out in the ring. Step up Enziguri as Bobby Goodwin now has that submission hold locked in. Harada's count is at 11. Big lift and drop, and now Bobby set up and going to apply that same hold that he had Mankind in just moments ago to this time the legal man Test. Test somehow able to escape the hold. Big flapjack and cutter, and Bobby Goodwin now locking on a submission. And Billy Goodwin just applying that chokehold, but Test now, bear hug of his own, and right in the face of his tag team partner. Just the audacity of Test on display here. Mankind fires Billy Goodwin into the ropes, swings wildly with lariat, doesn't find its mark, but here is take number 2, hooking lariat, absolutely flattens Billy Goodwin. Big arm ringer, and hold on just a second, super kick just flattens Mankind, but Mankind springing back to his feet. What you have forgotten, my friend, is Mankind is immune to pain as he delivers a double arm DDT right into the center of the ring. Slight miscue from Bobby Goodwin. Hold on, stump puller, pile driver. That could be it right there. Mankind going for the cover. 1, 2. And a major lack of solidarity from the Union, allowing Billy Goodwin to come in and make the save. And Mankind now sending Bobby Goodwin to the outside, excuse me. Billy coming in, but Test able to distract him as he just flattens him with that big power bomb. And now another stump puller pile driver. Is that going to be enough? Cover 1, but only 2. Billy Goodwin comes in, makes the save, and now locks on that torturous Boston Crab. And Mankind all alone in the center of the ring, able to get back to his own corner. And here comes a fresh Test, but Bobby Goodwin trying to shut this team down. Rolling guillotine off the top. And once again, the Goodwins doing what they do best, isolating the legal man as they have brought the fight back into that orange Gatorade corner. Test is trapped now, and Bobby Goodwin able to shut Mankind out, but hold on, big lift and drop. And that is going to clear out both aprons. Both teams now fighting on the side of the ring.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Big back suplex from Test. All 4 members of this contest now back in the ring. Test picture perfect lariat. It's going to set him up for that Test diving elbow. Test diving elbow. Fans surprised to see the Test diving elbow. And a series of boosts to the chest is going to give Test the advantage, but just as I say that, Bobby Goodwin just lays him out with a suplex in that orange Gatorade side of the ring. Big Destino, that could be a game changer, but Test is the man that gets to his feet first. Big vertical suplex, and now Mankind in control. Big hooking lariat, center of the ring. Mankind once again has Bobby Goodwin right where he wants him, able to escape that, or sidestep that hard shot, sidesteps it once again and again. That headlock controlling Mankind, bringing him back into that orange Gatorade side of the ring. Come on, Billy Goodwin going high risk, big moonsault off the top. If he goes for the cover here, that could be enough. Cover 1, 2, 3 count fall, and the Goodwins are victorious. And that could be bad news for Antonio. Billy Goodwin coming into tonight's semi-main event with a lot of momentum, as the Goodwin brothers picking up a victory over the Union. But before we go any further, my understanding, we can check in with the social media team as we've got an update from Judgment Pro Wrestling big boss himself, JB3. And appears as though a training accident has further delayed his recovery. Of course, we will be following his recovery and rehabilitation as that continues to present itself, but we've also got whatever surprise in store for Terrell Benjamin coming up next here. And the firm has had it out for Terrell week in and week out ever since that Burning Hammer sidelined the JPW Big Boss. However, Terrell victorious over the Enforcer, the Gatekeeper, last week. We'll have to see exactly what they've got planned this week. Terrell making his way to the ring, unsure of what trials and tribulations he may face. And hold on. That is heavyweight champion, the Dragon Drago Chernov. Or excuse me, heavyweight boxing champion, excuse me, Drago Chernov. And it looks like that match is going to be taking place under SWA rules. And Terrell is going to be going head-to-head with a world-class boxer. And we are seeing a story as old as time. A story of professional wrestling going head-to-head with boxing. Which style is strongest? Right now, Chernov just brutalizing Terrell with punches, but a scoop and a slam. Terrell attempting to reverse course and change the momentum of this match. Wild shot from Chernov, but Terrell able to slip that punch, but unable to avoid that three-piece combination. Terrell escapes that big haymaker, but oh my God, just devastating punch, and Terrell is dazed. And Terrell now getting into a slugfest with a world-class boxer. You've got to admire his heart, but strategically, that cannot be the best move. Another devastating cross. Terrell, a punch of his own, but just windmill punches coming from Chernov, and a devastating punch in the gut, and Mario will start the count.
2, 3, 4.
Let's say Terrell able to overcome the Gatekeeper last week, but it looks like this challenge may prove to be too much for Terrell Benjamin.
One, 2, 3.
Terrell already knocked down twice in this first round. One more and it's over. And Chernov, just series of hard shots to the back of the head. Terrell barely able to protect himself. And Mario finally intervening. like the firm finally able to get a message across that Terrell was unable to ignore, as those heavyweight punches absolutely brutalized Terrell in this contest. And Mario stepping in, doing the right thing, protecting Terrell from further harm, as he was just unable to defend himself from the onslaught of the Dragon. But I get the feeling this is not the last of the struggles that Terrell will be facing while the firm continue to run things in the Judgment Pro Wrestling stable. But we are moving on to the tag team, the KOF Tag Team Championships. Let's see. Well, I mean, that's kind of why I picked them, and it's like, okay, Terrell just beat JPW's, like, main enforcer. Oh no, I've already... No thing here. Hold on a second. Yeah, so I was like, who would the firm send next? I mean, Thunder Lips whipped Rocky's ass. Antonio Inoki did permanently cripple Muhammad Ali. So, you know, in the battle of wrestling versus boxing, anything could happen. I am also pretty sure that this is not the KOF TV champions as of last week. So, some weird shit has happened. Because, like, that is who this game pulled up when I did the KOF TV Championship. No, you definitely didn't. Now I'm somewhat curious what's going on here. Yeah, it just didn't record. It just didn't record last week's result. That is very weird. So it looks like the Union, not the only team that is screwed out of their KOF Television Championship. Have to figure out exactly what we're gonna do with that next week. Honestly, yeah, like there's been fuckery with this championship for this past month, which is not ideal. I mean, Floyd Bartholomew is back. We're gonna give She-Ra, which season 5 just dropped 2 days ago, a little bit of free advertising, and give them a shot at the KOF Television Championship. So we will have to figure out exactly what the status of the Knicks Wrestling Organization Trios team is on next week's program. We may give them a... Yeah, at the very least we could do is give them a rematch on next week's show. But right now, Team She-Ra, the Best Friend Squad, stepping up against the Blake's House All-Stars. And that match is right now. Positive to whatever is going on with the Blake's House Television Championship. Tells me we get to hear the greatest theme in professional wrestling one more week. But right now, Mr. Theme Song going head-to-head with the Princess of Power. It's two absolute titans collide in the ring. Oh, now Orlando. Absolutely devastating pile driver. Plants She-Ra center of the ring, and She-Ra now going back to her own corner. Bringing Bo into this contest, and Orlando now doing the same with Ramon. Big European uppercut from Bo. Bo, of course, studying under the school of Tanahashi, Tony Nese. Men that have ab windows on their gear. Looks like Glimmer now the legal competitor in as Ramon works the legs of Bo. And one thing we did see last week, title change or otherwise, just how difficult it is to submit Ramon. Man that will fight to his very last breath, but right now PJ King of Dads in this match, and Glimmer besting him with that drop toe hold. Hold on, PJ picking the leg. Looks like he has begun to target the legs of Glimmer, possibly setting up for that, ooh, big insecurity, but it is sidestepped by Glimmer now, but PJ running the ropes and flipping Big Boy center of the ring, and PJ in total control. Going back to her own corner, bringing Bo into this contest. Stroke from PJ now. PJ King of Dads going high risk. Moonsault, but Bo rolling out of the way as PJ comes crashing down to the mat. And transitioning into a Kimura hold, Orlando Nunez is in the zone here. Orlando once again going to have to contend with the Princess of Power as high and low. Orlando caught in the unblockable, but not unable to defend himself as he just delivers that pump kick right to the face of She-Ra. And now this time Orlando and Ramon, big double power bomb, flattening She-Ra out, but She-Ra able to avoid that big chop from Ramon now. Ramon trying to figure out exactly what he wants to do to bring this very large woman down. And that has been the problem for Ramon over the past several weeks. He is a man that, while being able to stay in fights longer than most, his ability to finish them has always been in question. Big fisherman suplex from Glimmer. Just like that. I'm gonna say the best friend squad back into this contest with a big double drop kick, reverses course. Oh my god, deadlift German suplex from Shira, but PJ now. Powerbomb once, twice, 3 times, center of the ring, cover 1. But Shira is out. And PJ, King of Dads, taking out the heaviest hitter of the best friend squad, as Bo and Glimmer are going to have to do this one all by themselves. Sledgehammer-like shot to the side of the head from Bo. But Orlando now, big vertical suplex. Blake's House All-Stars in complete control of this match. Bo trying to bring this fight back into the blue Gatorade corner. Bo, an expert technician, gonna try to be the one to submit Orlando Nunez, but looks like his team has rethought things, going high and low, unblockable once again to Orlando. And this time, that Dragon Sleeper from Glimmer, but Blake's House All-Stars have cleared out their own corner. Big boot to the side of the head. And Glimmer unable to cut off Orlando Nunez from getting back to his own corner. Big ankle lock, but once again, PJ, King of Dads, getting back into the ring. And Ramon now locking on a submission hold of his own. And we're going back to our own corner now. And again, continuing to work the legs, trying to wear Ramon down. Ramon, just a truly resilient competitor. Oh, hold on just a moment now. Dragon Sleeper on the outside. Bo handling himself quite well against this 2-on-1 situation. But just as I say that, PJ getting control here. Big Kimura hold from Orlando Nunez, but Bo delivering a series of punches to Ramon now, and hold on, stacks him up, cover 1, 2. Oh my god, so close, but it just wasn't enough to put him away. Big stroke from PJ, King of Dads, as he locks on that torturous Boston Crab. Glimmer just a little bit too late to make the save. Bo able to escape the hold on his own. And Bo now bringing Glimmer back into this match. Once again, high and low. This time it's PJ stuck in the unblockable, as Glimmer delivers the figure 4 leg lock to PJ, King of Dads. Big Enziguri trying to take the head clean off Glimmer's shoulders, but Glimmer now fires herself into the ropes, back switch, and beautiful suplex, center of the ring, but it's not quite enough to put him away. Once again, this team just proving to be so very difficult to keep down. that patented Orlando Nunez dropkick, but not quite able to find the mark. As Glimmer caught in this side headlock, Orlando Nunez calculating, figuring out exactly what he can do to put this team away. Big vertical suplex. Orlando running the ropes, flashing elbow, buries it in the throat of Glimmer. The European uppercut answered back with a European uppercut of her own. These two battling it out. Orlando roaring lariat, and he is in complete control. Big drop toe hold going to create the space for Glimmer to get back to her own corner. Bo, the legal man in this contest. Big European uppercut from Glimmer, and Bo beginning to work the legs of Orlando Nunez. Ooh, hard shot, and Bo in the zone. Big cover, 1, 2. Ooh, but only 2. Orlando Nunez. Hold on. Pile driver, center of the ring, and Orlando now possibly signaling for the end. No, cover again. 1, 2. But this time, PJ King of Dad's able to break it up. Big double arm DDT. Back switch, but another roll-up attempt. Cover, 1, 2. And again, only 2. Glimmer now taking on all 3 members of the Blake's House All-Stars, all on her own. High and low, and Orlando again a victim of the unblockable as a belly-to-belly suplex lays PJ King of Dads out. And a rolling scarf hold from Glimmer puts the pressure on PJ King of Dads, but this 3-on-2 advantage working against them here. On now, PJ firing. Big sliced bread number 2 as PJ connects with the greatest maneuver since sliced bread. And backslide cover, but foot on the middle rope. This match will continue. Both firing PJ into his own corner, setting Glimmer up. Ooh, but taking just a little bit too long, able to escape that forearm smash. And now Ramon is the legal man. Sandwich Enziguri. Best Friend Squad have overcome long odds before, but this 3-on-2 advantage just appears to be too much for this team to handle. Oh, now Glimmer sending Ramon up top. High risk here, but palm strike into a big diving elbow cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. And Bo all alone. The Tech Master going up against the Blake's House All-Stars. And crucially against Ramon, a man that has never been submitted. Cover 1, 2. But was very nearly pinned. Big shining Enziguri from Ramon, and both men laid out. Who will get to their feet first? Both competitors at their feet at nearly the same time. And a major miscalculation costing Bo the advantage here. That's going to allow Ramon to get back to his own corner. PJ King of Dads now the legal man. But Ramon, a parting shot, disrupting Bo's momentum. Able to escape that big lariat attempt, and big cross chop. Bo still has a chance in this match. And Bo just getting a little bit too fancy for his own good. And that is going to cost him as PJ in control now. Hold on, just a beautiful 3-on-1 hold, but the numbers game, RK Orlando. Now PJ going high risk, diving elbow buried in the chest of Bo. Now Orlando, the legal man in this match. Dropkick sidestepped by Orlando. And big vertical suplex center of the ring. Drop kick to the knee, gonna buy Bo just a little bit of time against this 3-on-1 situation. Bo diving elbow, but too close, caught in the rope. Hold on, back switch. And big enziguri. Orlando creating some space for his teammates. A stomach crunching maneuver from Bo, and now Bo Shote. And elbow drop, but too close to that orange Gatorade corner. Oh my God, just like a huge miscue here. As all three members of the Blake's House All-Stars trying to get their own stuff in, but getting in each other's way a little bit. Big float over TET from Bo and stacks him up, goes to the cover one. But only one. Big double power bomb, and Bo still battling back, series of hard shots, and goes for the cover once again. 1, 2, 3 count fall. Bo has scored an elimination, but an RK Orlando, no, Bo springing to his feet. He has found a third win in this contest. Bo challenging Orlando Nunez, the king of the dropkick, with a dropkick of his own, and hold on, Bo going high risk. Big splash off the top, cover 1, 2. It's not enough to put away Mr. Theme Song, but a big leaping pile driver gonna buy him some time, and once again, trying to do whatever he can against these odds here. Buying himself some time, sending Orlando to the outside, but big vertical suplex from Orlando Nunez now. Now both competitors battling it out with a series of strikes. Bo psyching himself up, delivering a dropkick square in the chest of Orlando Nunez. Right now, 2-on-1, hold on to someone here. Big backdrop and cutter combination, and PJ King of Dads going high risk, moonsault fall, 1, 2, 3 count fall. And the Blake's House All-Stars are victorious. But as I said, we're gonna have to investigate exactly why the Knicks Wrestling Organization team not officially on the register of KOF TV champions, but we're going to give them a second shot on next week's program. But just everything about this is absolutely bizarre. But on the subject of some Knicks Wrestling Organization competitors, as I said, Billy Goodwin double booked on tonight's program. As that wild side facebuster prematurely ending our trios match that was last week's main event. Antonio wants a second shot at the man that injured him, and we're giving him that opportunity in tonight's contest, and that is right now. Antonio looking to steal victory from the jaws of defeat. Picks the leg. He means business already, but Billy Goodwin locking on that Kimura, protecting himself from that mount position. Hold on, big tornado DDT. As I said, Antonio coming out of his corner like he was fired out of a cannon. As he locks on a knee bar as well, just not giving Billy Goodwin a second to breathe here. You can see the frustration in his face over how last week's trios match went. Big dragon screw leg whip, and it looks like Billy Goodwin, typically a high-speed competitor, looking to slow things down here. Trying to frustrate Antonio further. Oh no, goes for a leaping cutter. It is sidestepped by Antonio. Here, Billy Goodwin just locking on that combination hold. We saw that earlier in this tag team bout. And I think his strategy is going to be try to slow Antonio down. Try and allow that frustration to build, but Antonio getting that frustration out with a series of knees to the crown, and Billy Goodwin escaping the corner of whatever nefarious thoughts Antonio may have had coming as he went charging into that blue Gatorade corner. Once again, just a combination 3-in-1 hold. Billy Goodwin working the legs, arms, and neck, but Antonio, flurry of blows, and now demanding Harada to come in and call for the submission. Ooh, escapes that enziguri. Firing Billy Goodwin into the corner, hold on. Mount tackle and just series of mounted punches. Once again, picking the leg, and again, mounted punches. I said Antonio means business at a level that we have not seen in several weeks. A big super kick from Billy Goodwin. Trying to cut off some of that momentum, but hold on a second. Antonio just stretching Goodwin out here. You got to figure the Union challenging the Goodwin brothers to a tag team contest earlier on tonight's program. That has got to be working against Billy Goodwin. This is his second match tonight. Big Rana, and now Goodwin going high risk. And moonsault fall, but foot on the bottom rope. This match will continue. Big arm drag, and now Antonio going high risk here. And frog splash in honor of his Uncle Eddie, but same issue. A foot on the bottom rope will stop that pin attempt. This moonsault, however, will be true as he gets a near fall off the top rope. Goes that mount tackle once again, but this time it is reversed. But Antonio reversing your reversal, goes for a roll-up attempt, cover two, but only gets two. Oh my God, devastating shotgun drop kick. And Billy Goodwin now in control. That shotgun dropkick completely reversing momentum, but Antonio, amazing display of agility. Pop up and cutter. Ooh, big tornado kick to the back of the head. And Antonio just in control. Who goes for a Rana, but tries to get a little bit too fancy. Stacked him up, covered. Oh my God. Somehow Antonio getting a shoulder off the mat. Low roundhouse, taking Goodwin's legs out from underneath his legs. Goodwin now flipping senton center of the ring. Both men are absolutely gassed here. Goodwin to his feet first. Antonio not far behind. And Antonio back to basics with the arm drag. Now fires himself into the ropes. Tornado kick connects right into the forehead of Billy Goodwin. And Antonio now has Goodwin just tied up 3 different ways, but Goodwin not submitting. Big wheel kick from Antonio, and Antonio in complete control right now. Goodwin punch to the gut, slowing down Antonio's momentum, and again, Goodwin's efforts to frustrate Antonio seem to be very effective in this contest. And series of leaping facebusters. Hold on. Dragon sleeper, but Antonio just inches away from that bottom rope, and that is going to be the match. Antonio getting a shot against the man that took him out of action last week, but coming up just short. Goodwin using Antonio's own momentum and aggression against him, able to lock on that submission hold and pick up the victory in a critical moment of the match. But we have still got one more match for you guys tonight, folks. As we now know, the man competing in the Mag.Lo Open Challenge is going to be none other than Shaquille O'Neal. Mag.Lo has got his work cut out for him, but if anyone is up for the task of taking down Shaquille O'Neal, it is going to be the People's Champion, Mag.Lo. And that match, it's right now. Find that theme song and more at maglo.bandcamp.com. But don't think that Mag.Lo terribly interested in selling records when he is going up against a mountain of a man. The man that has innovated Shaq Fu in singles action right now. Mag.Lo escaping that big roundhouse kick. Right now, Shaq is in control. He applies a torturous Boston Crab to Mag.Lo, and Mag.Lo getting the upper hand in a test of strength against this absolute giant of a human being. Mag.Lo turning up the heat quickly as he picks the leg and transitions immediately into a submission hold, but Shaq has a hold of his own. And rapid fire punches and knee strikes, and now Shaq shooting himself into the ropes and big running elbow. Mag.Lo now taking a little bit too long with Shaq in the corner. Shaq will not make the same mistake. Series of boots to the chest. And another one for good measure. Mag.Lo able to escape the enormous reach of Shaquille O'Neal. Now running the ropes, forearm across the face as Mag.Lo connects with a sliding D. Mag.Lo possibly setting up for a double arm DDT, but Shaquille O'Neal able to escape and now locks on the figure four. Mag.Lo scoop and a slam as we go back to basics, but simple but effective, and Mag.Lo once again sliding D. Shaq just shutting down whatever offensive efforts Mag.Lo had, but unable to stop this. Shaq now going back to that torturous camel clutch, trying to break Mag.Lo's back, make him humble. Mag.Lo now shooting himself into the ropes and flashing elbow right into the back. Shaq gaining the upper hand in a series of strikes, and now applying a chin lock, trying to slow Mag.Lo down even further. Lift and drop. Mag.Lo just slamming Shaq to the mat, goes for the cover. One. But only one, as Shaquille O'Neal just powers out of that pin attempt. Big diving elbow hold on. Mag.Lo goes for another cover, but again, Shaq just pushing Mag.Lo off with one arm. And again, Shaq going for that figure four leg lock. Trying to slow this fight down. Big boot to the face. Shaquille O'Neal sized boot and sets up another one, this time a crane kick of sorts, and gets a near fall out of it. Mag.Lo trying to slow things down. Gut wrench suplex now. Shaq DDT, possibly setting up for that figure four once again, but Mag.Lo had it scouted. Crowd getting behind the People's Champion. And Mag.Lo setting up. Mag.Lo driver! Goes for the cover. 1, 2. Oh my God. Shaq goes for a cover of his own too. And Mag.Lo somehow getting a shoulder off the mat. Big Samoan drop from Mag.Lo, and getting set up for something. And a drop kick he's been saving for nearly 10 minutes. Double arm DDT. Mag.Lo coming at Shaquille O'Neal like a house on fire. Shaq fired into the corner. Hold on, what has Mag.Lo got planned? Oh my God. Muscle Buster! And Shaq just totally out of gas, getting to his feet on instinct alone, but unable to really capitalize any further. And Mag.Lo going to his patented airplane spin. And the fans already behind him. Big back elbow, and Shaq trying to get the crowd back on his side. And there is the clothesline from Bretton Woods. That has got to be it. Cover 2. No, it's still not enough. Big wheel kick from Shaq, and Shaq again locking on that figure 4. Mag.Lo in agony, but will not be submitted. Mag.Lo going high risk here. Diving elbow, but Shaq getting a hand on the bottom rope. Another clothesline from Bretton Woods. Another cover. 1, 2, 3 count fall. And Mag.Lo taking down a literal giant in the world of professional wrestling. And if I'm beginning to sound like a broken record, make no mistake, we're rewinding this on purpose. The record is fantastic. But if you get a chance to see Mag.Lo in your town, whether it be in a wrestling ring or it be on a stage, you need to go see this man. Of course, with COVID-19 still in full effect, not a lot of concerts to go see, but you, of course, can see him every Sunday night right here on Blake's House Professional Wrestling. But that is going to do it for our main program this evening. Stay tuned for the bonus match. And hope to see you guys next week. But what are you guys thinking for the bonus match before we get into things here? I will say, like, Billy Goodwin winning with the skull ends, very cool and radical. I do not understand how Antonio's hand was not in the bottom rope. But I also didn't want to call it on commentary as Goodwin blocking Harada's vision, because the Goodwins are still faces. Want T-Hawk and Rick Rude. I am very okay with that. I think that is going to be the bonus match this evening. Also, and I've done this a handful of times before, where I like accidentally double book people. I was like, all right, I need the Union to fight somebody, because like that is still like an ongoing story of the Union being screwed out of their Trios title. Although now, somehow, the NWO team have been legit screwed out of their Trios title, and I genuinely have no idea how it happened. Because I'm going to go on YouTube to last week's archive, and I am pretty sure like the title change screen came up.
5, 6, 7.
So it not saving, I genuinely don't understand how or why that happened. Also, while Rick Rude is in the ring, if you guys are not familiar with the account on the very bad website, twitter.com, called Rick Rude Getting Atomic Drops, it is just an account that posts GIFs of Rick Rude getting atomic dropped, and it might be the best account on that website. Highly recommend it. Yes, I will actually like 100% forgive you from tabbing out of this program to go look at that Twitter account. Yeah, like I missed most of New Jack's career because I wasn't an ECW guy. Yeah, I can do that for a bit afterward. And also, to that point, Drew, like, wrestling used... Well, I mean, wrestling is still fucked up, but wrestling used to be more fucked up. Where people would, like, legit beat the hell out of each other for, like, not wrestling the way they wanted to. I mean, like, on one hand, like, I hear you, but also, like, there was that story of, oh God, I can't remember who it was in Mexico. I think it was Sexy Star, if I'm not mistaken. Like, breaking someone's arm in the middle of the match. Like, put on a real armbar over some backstage shit. And of course, because this is professional wrestling, I'm pretty sure she still gets work. Yeah. Also, T-Hawk picking up the win with the Mexican Typhoon. Let me find something else for you guys to watch, because I think I know where I'm going to go. Let's see here. Because one of my friends was streaming. Looks like Melly is not streaming. I was going to say this was going to be for, mainly just for James, to be honest. As she's got a Super Mega Baseball 3 save going, which is very much the Fire Pro of baseball games. But it looks like that stream is over, so I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys to Blake once I officially sign off. But, yeah, as always, appreciate you guys for coming by. Any new people, we do this every Sunday night at roughly 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got a weekly wrestling program, so all the people that you saw this week, you'll see a great many of them next week as we try to advance storylines and try to put on a real-ass wrestling show in Fire Pro Wrestling World. If you are interested in NHL 20 and whatever the hell it is that myself and friend of the channel and friend of me in real life, Heavy Hero, have to say, sometimes we have good ideas. You can catch us on our NHL exhibition / podcast Wednesday nights right here at twitch.tv/MondayCindy at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Anything else I do is bonus. I'm not even going to lie to y'all and say that I'm going to be streaming Night in the Woods this week, because I probably won't. But let me go ahead and throw you guys at Blake, and hopefully see you next week. This channel is intended for mature audiences, so I hope you guys behave yourselves over there. But, yeah, I will catch you guys down the road.